song is that?
Do you mean you mean the Slight Departure?
Slight Departure, yeah.
Huh. Oh, nice.
We start with that.
I'll have to retune. But that's okay. That's okay. Now we are live. We just gotta actually get out there and make some sherry things.
Oh, there's. Are we on the?
Just audio-wise. So if there's anything that you wanted to say about Heather, don't say it into the mic now, unless it's positive. In which case, you should go ahead and say it.
Hello.
Oh, that's just getting weird. Wait,
I spent last Halloween sitting on my front porch making creepy sounds with guitar. It was great.
Nice.
Let's go to Brennan's for Halloween and do that.
It's a good time.
Would you
I'm a little
prefer that?
off the beaten path, unfortunately. So I need to go somewhere where creepiness is appreciated. Wherever that may be.
We usually hide for Halloween because our area gets slammed with trick or treat.
Share my story. Share it to.
I
what
mean,
am I doing?
if you get slammed,
Share it to a
we'll
group.
come over because we always get way too much candy.
Tonight,
And
live from the Lair with Wanderlight.
beans.
Beans.
And some
I'm not
the large
inviting.
candy bars, because if anybody comes down our driveway,
Oh yeah, they need.
they deserve a king size candy bar, because it's like a mile and a half dirt road through a cornfield. So it's just like
Sounds
It's
terrifying.
only half dirt
it's
now.
only, oh yeah, they paved half of it.
Well, like half of it lengthwise, or they only put it's a half a lane of.
That would be funnier, but no, it's just the first half of it is paved.
Oh, okay.
Just
Only
enough
it.
to distract you to think that you're driving on a road until it takes the turn, and you end up in
It's-
gravel and the
It is
cornfield.
where the GPS ends, where GPS thinks our house should be. because
Where the
it's
GPS ends by Shel Silverstein.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Mel Silverstein.
where the county maintains the road. It just ends right there.
Well, my friends, I hope that you have joined us for the Lair, and a great thing that you could do for us, of course, as you know, is to share. You know the button. Oh, the share button.
The share
button. Yep,
Share
that
button.
one.
Yep,
Okay,
that
that
one.
one. Okay. Nope. What?
oh,
Sorry. No.
Ew.
Wrong
I was
button.
thinking,
Man, this would be a different kind of show if we started the things off naked. It would be awkward and strange.
Eric James Stanowski, it was
I'm
so
sure
good
you
to
meant to
see
put a wah
you
pedal on
in
there.
person this weekend.
I
That
almost
was so
brought.
cool.
See, I have two pedal boards, and one of them has a wah pedal and distortion, and this one does not. So
sad.
I chose this one because it was, in all essences, simpler, but
Ew, I forget.
that is actually a
Drive
riff
from the Lair.
from a song that I wrote in college,
Yes.
and I use the word "wrote" in the loosest sense of the word. It was called Jurassic Pork. The art, but it's got a password. Gonna need a host to help you with that. See, I at the time I was living with my erstwhile sometimes bandmate Sam, and they had gotten a synthesizer. We were going through the patches, and there's a patch on the Cork Prophecy that sounds pretty much just like Brachiosaurus doing the nasty.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you have reference for that.
And so that's when was it SoundCloud? There was something before SoundCloud. There was one of these sites that you post your music on, and I actually got a spam email asking if I had a distributor and manager because I had posted Jurassic Pork on there years after, and it's not worthy. It's like, this was a trap. I know you are a scam because you entertain the notion of this.
Nothing good about what you're talking about. This is
Okay,
just sounds bad.
Jack, what's the burn? Is that Burning Man? Is that happening right now?
I think it is actually.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
If
Somebody at the burn?
someone was just someone just had a gun pulled on them because they were blocking the path to Burning Man or something like that.
What?
The tribal authorities brought out hardware.
Interesting.
I know, that's all I got to say. All right,
That
hi
one
from
didn't cross my
Ontario.
mind.
We're gonna be. Is that where we're going? Are we going to Ontario?
We are going to Ontario.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, let's
we'll
go
be
to
stuck in a
Ontario.
hotel for the whole time. we're
But I
there,
want to meet Sue's cat. Maybe, I mean, we'll have our car with us. We can go meet the cat.
True.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm
All right, starting momentarily.
being obnoxious here. Yeah. Okay, let's put this up here. Turn this up.
I was going to
Yeah, see, I got the password.
She's got 4 cats.
You want me to take care of that?
Yeah, I want to meet all 4. Thinking about Burning Man.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the bird is?
That's the Burning Man theme song.
Gotcha.
Nice.
All right. Now we are visible. Hello.
Oh, that hand's out of screen. Hello.
We're a little,
Hoobidabilla.
we're a little hoobidaba. And a lot of that is because my brain has definitely been totally thinking about our 20th tour anniversary coming up on Saturday, and how we're so lucky that the weather that is on Saturday is on Saturday and not on Sunday, or vice versa, the weather that's on Sunday
Sunday's
is
not on
happening
Saturday.
Because sweet mother of God, Saturday looks exquisite and beautiful and wonderful, and Sunday looks like hell.
We are playing outside on Sunday, but
For
We'll
a
survive.
shorter period of time, perhaps?
Yes. Yeah. So welcome. We have special guests tonight, Brennan and Mel, aka Wanderlight, longtime friends of ours. And yes, Eric, we have your poster in the back. I think it's gonna stay right there. I don't know. I was experimenting with different
It might be
locations.
face-huggered.
Yeah, the facehuggers are trying to get it. But yeah, very excited to have you guys, and
I'm excited to be here.
Well, one of our favorite things is when someone requests a song so that we don't have to think about what to play. So thank you. I appreciate that. That is the way we're going to start off, is what you demanded.
Yes.
Excellent.
Pretend like that's all right.
you're closer to my elbows today.
Well, I know I should not leave. That girl has caught me by the collar. It's all what a kiss could mean. It's departure with a promise. My fellow passengers are discontent. The FAA has much to say. It's too much baggage anyway. Pull me out of line and have your way with me and throw me back again. I am no danger after all. What you get for looking at a place and seeming, well, hell, I'm so excited before dawn. And if I look like something other than I am, I can't bitch about delays. Well, I know I should not leave. That girl has caught me with her je ne sais quoi. But I know, well, oh, what one can mean. It's gonna be a long, hard departure. A harder landing, still the pilot has apologies. I can't hear him for the racing of my heart. Did he pitch me on the plane for speaking out of turn? I think I must have muttered something about God. Really, who could blame me now? As the night explode around, it's what you get for flying late for dawn. And if I look like something other than I am, I can't bitch about delays. Day is coming once again, and people sit in a rage. I haven't cared in years for what they think. Fingers claw upon the clocks as they try and switch the time with surgery and perjury and God. I'm so sorry, sweetness, but I booked this years ago, and I'm leaving in the morning for my fight. on my mind, and now there's someone on my lips. You must be crazy to be ready for my life. Whoa, hey, hey, how I hate to be late. Whoa, hey, hey, how I hate to be late. Well, I know I need to leave. Guess something caught me by the conscience. Instead of falling 90 where I'm going, yeah. Oh, Christmas won't find Texas and back home. I hear it's snowing. Give me back the trains, so DC's take their toll on me. I swear to you that I won't make a fuss. Like beast of steel and concrete, did you feel the want of it for me? Yeah, I know you felt the heat. If I seem like something other than I am, won't you please excuse the dust and pardon all my mess? Trains, they aren't like planes, they will let me board regardless of the fireworks exploding in my chest. I'll be in the station, I'm no danger after all. Yeah, kiss me like it's snowing and they won't let us take off. I'm talking trusting so and sweet. Well, I won't bitch about delays. Thank you. I am wearing the wrong finger picks.
Oh, okay.
They're like problematic. They're problematic.
They're causing Mario to get smaller. That's what that sounds.
Is that what that?
It sounded like the end of Wayne's World to me.
Oh yeah.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us in our basement.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am no stranger to Brennan's basement. For a long time, I lived in Brennan's basement.
Yep.
When I met Kristen, I always worried about how I must have looked to her at the very beginning of it all because, you know, I was living in this guy's basement and I had more guitars than I could really actually afford, and she was my boss, and it was just like awkward
Yeah.
and strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out.
It worked
It
out.
worked. It worked out.
It worked out. Made out on Brennan's couch. Oh, wait.
The brown one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably seen a lot of action. It seems like that kind of couch.
I mean, there's an institutional knowledge to all buildings and all furniture.
Brown couch.
I sort of said that we wouldn't and would probably get into it at some point when I was explaining our history to Mel.
Oh. Yeah.
So I
Well,
know.
so you should play us a song.
Okay.
Please welcome Wanderlight.
I've known Rob longer than he's been playing with Heather.
It's true.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's all right. That is right.
Pandora, forgive me. I let
Thank you. That is a song called Hiatus. And we recorded it for our CD, Sea of Moons. And it was actually the last song written in our prior band.
I was going to ask about, could we tell the
So
evolution?
the grand story and history of Wanderlight. We've been playing music together for 14 years at this point. And so
It's been a minute.
it's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's pretty close in terms of timing because Rob and I went to an open mic that my coworker said, come to this open mic in Ellicott City, my band's playing. And I said, what do you play in your band? And she said, theremin. And I was like, I'm sold. I'm there.
I forgot that was your other acts. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And so I went, and at the time I was doing instrumental solo stuff, and I was kind of looking for a new creative outlet. And at the time, they had a band that had one instrumentarian who played bass sometimes and guitar sometimes and wrote both parts and wanted both parts to happen, but they only had the one human being to do both those things. And so I forget which order it came in, but one of us played and then the other played, and we were both like, oh, yeah, very nice. And the next day,
We were like,
I went
"Please
to
join
work,
our band."
and I was like, hey, Paige, do you need a guitarist? It seemed like you needed a guitarist. And she was like, I think we want to ask you to play guitar for our band. And so it was a moment of kismet,
Nice.
so to speak.
Nice.
And then we did that for 4-ish years.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
want to give out before they have to jump off. Jillian, you guys go take care of yourselves.
Yes.
I know you are in the heart of the storm down there, and that it's coming your direction. So please be careful because we miss you.
And love you and miss you. It's in the name.
I'm also curious about Halo the NPC.
Oh,
Yeah, hello. I think
Yeah,
we have a
I
new
think you're new.
Twitch
I think
person.
you're a new Twitchling.
hello.
Hello. No,
That's not a great intro.
hear that every time.
Hello.
Yeah, so sorry.
But did not mean to derail the end of your
sorry.
story.
No, but I mean, from there, it pretty much turns into people move out of town, people get married, people do other things, and then
And then we picked another name that rhymed.
we picked another name that accidentally rhymed. We actually came up with we were
It was Pedal Light.
the old band was Pedal Blight, and we had a couple ideas for a name for the music we were doing. We were just making music, just the two of us, and we decided to enter the NPR Tiny Desk concert,
Yeah.
and that
Requires a name.
requires a name,
Yeah.
which we realized after we recorded the video, and we're sitting there at Mel's apartment at like 2 a.m, being like, something dealing with the sky, maybe. And so it was like the next day that we came up with Wanderlight and posted a thing.
Yeah, we submitted it, and then we're like, oh, that's like the same syllables.
Yeah.
It rhymes.
Our significant others pointed it out to us, and they're like, oh, right, okay.
It works.
It's an evolution.
Well, we better move on with the music.
Oh, music.
We're going to get accused of being a talk show on Twitch.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we sometimes get shoved into that category for some reason.
Oh, I have no idea why.
Oh yeah.
We can play music beds underneath stuff.
Snow on the outside and I'm holding you on the inside. Nice to ride, but between us, it's an hour's drive. You know I'm cool with distance. You go legend to just go with distance. With the bus and the shop, it's quite a long walk. New Year's Eve was quite a storm. The time is racing. Eaten up in a frenzy by this stupid job of yours. And another mentality, they get all in just one night. Yes, I know we're all grown up, but if this is right, then it's not worth living. Please don't be like this. Just don't choose this. Shove the 20 in the gutter. It's out of reach. And that's a that you're not poor, but when you're knocked down, deep down, and you know you just end up freezing. Don't be like this. Just don't choose this. Just don't be like this. Just don't choose this. Are the chosen ones things academics could not comprehend? Or so they say. We have the force of muses, we carry their obsession, we keep watch. We carry them through this storm, and why am I so hung up on people who waste my time? I'm crying over things I don't care to be cried for. The storm is rising, I feel it in my teeth. We have lied to him, could you lie to me? This doubt is in my teeth. You know that 20 as well as I. If you could swallow your pride, and maybe this might just save your life. But vision is dirty, and passion is dirty, and living is dirty, and oh, you wanna be so clean. They know I can set you free, no matter you don't wanna touch me. They know I can set you free, no matter you don't wanna touch me. No, you don't wanna touch me, no. We are the chosen ones, things academics could not comprehend, or so they say. We have the force of muses, we carry their obsession, we keep watch. We carry them through this storm, and I carry you every day. 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 Yeah. Excuse me.
So that
I haven't
is
played that in a long time.
a preview of something we're going to do on Saturday for the 20th Tourversary show. That's an old song called Storm that's on the On Luck, On Fumes, On Spit, On Love album, which was done 20 years ago.
And that definitely goes out to those of you who are fighting the weather down south.
Yeah. Predates me joining the band. That is not a song. I mean, we've revived a lot of old songs, but not that one yet, so I have to learn it. So that was a practice. Practice for Saturday. So we hope some of you locals will
Click
see
track?
you at,
What's a click track?
Sky Stage.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I've forgotten how fun that is to play.
It is a very fun song.
Thank you for boning on it.
Absolutely. It is one of the first songs I ever heard Bones on.
I imagine it's the
And-
first song a lot of people heard Bones on.
Like, oh, look at that. Also thing.
Yeah. We do allow other Bones players to play with us.
Occasionally, yes. Rowan taught me everything I know about being cool.
Wiggle your hands like this.
I don't think we have anything that goes that hard.
You should bring it back.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna mellow it out.
Otherwise, it's going to be hot down here.
We're gonna mellow it out. We're gonna mellow it way out.
We're gonna bring it down.
We're gonna bring it down. We should probably change the lighting. It's gonna be real sad.
of the valley, wildly sweeping the hollow, like a bow, scrawled across a blank page. Every spire chimes on the hour of noon, breathing sweetly over hillside. Forget me not. Sweetie, we knew we were in trouble when we began using given names. Seeds we've sown, we will never see blue. Every spire chimes on the hour of noon, breathing sweetly over hillside. Forget me not.
I may burn, I may fall, I will never fade away. I may burn, I may fall, I will never fade away. I may burn, I may fall, I will never fade away. I may burn, I may fall, I will never fade away. I may burn, I may fall, I will never fade away. I will never fade away.
Beautiful.
Thank you. That song is called Maya Sodas. Why? Because it says Forget Me Not, and Mel was referencing Forget Me Not flowers, and I said that's too obvious, so I'll look up the Latin name for the word for Forget Me Not, and we made it Maya Sodas.
So I got distracted because you were like, oh man, you're going to shift the color of the lights. And I was like, but I can do that. But then I realized my phone wasn't there. It was really bad. And I was like,
Oh, Lord.
Oh wow.
oh.
There we go. Some like, we don't want to be necessarily a black bear in a blackout, but you know, moody lighting is fun.
Yeah. One of these weeks we'll do an actual dance party with lights. Rowan is out there and he says that was some good boning.
Thanks, Rowan.
Yeah. Hey, Rowan. Rowan got his passport so we can all go to Canada.
Woo! Okay, I'll stop.
Man, I was thinking, like, do I have anything where I've just Latinized anything? No, I don't think I do. Do I have any songs where I've just needlessly complicated the title because I thought it would amuse me? Probably, but I can't think of them right now.
I mean, Mixomatosis failed and took its toll.
Oh, that's true.
Both Mixomatosises do not appear on the albums. Like, You have rabbit songs, but you don't have.
I don't have anything about like ferocious venereal diseases that cause rabbits to go blind.
Right.
I know it's a hard
or at least not
metaphor
directly.
to roll for.
Sometimes there's others. There's
I wanted to fit this into a song, so I'm like, blister in your eyeballs. Ah! What? I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
Rob was worried it'd be a little too classy today with 2 cellos in the house.
Yeah, so we're definitely
he's
undermining
gonna-
that.
Yeah. Counteract. Again, if you were just joining us, these are our friends Wanderlight, Brendan and Mel. So glad to have them in the house. You can check them out at wanderlightband.com. And yeah, they've got some recordings
Yes.
there. Some info.
And this is our only show for the past 4 years, and that we have on the calendar.
Wow. We're honored.
We'll try to make more, but
Yeah.
we don't have nothing to share
It's
or
hard
plug.
when there's life and stuff. Yeah. You gonna do that?
I'm gonna do that. It's, I saw that Eric James Danowski requested it. Though I know he requests a lot of other things too, and we keep resorting to this, but that's because
You know this song.
I know this song. Also, Dave Eisner, whose history of gift giving is somewhat variable. We have yet to put up the shiny shower head that he got us, but the shiny D20 that goes to 21 that he just got me, that's falling into usage any second now. It's kind of awesome. And so, baby, you'd be my natural 21 if that was a real thing. As it is, I think if I rolled that die and rolled a natural 21, someone would accuse me of cheating right off and probably destroy my character instantly.
It's still a dodecahedron. It's just it's a crit with an extra one.
It's not a dodecahedron. Dodecahedron, that's 12.
It's a duodecahedron.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe decahedron's 10. Ah, crap. My woman, she likes to tug on my beard. She says it helps keep a handle on me. And I can see that as long as she's gentle, I am a delicate thing. I only like the rough and tumble when it's time to come and level up for the occasion. So I'd say that when I need some direction, my woman, she can tug hard on my beard. I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? My friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Well, with life, I kiss the dice, and I rolled a natural 21. My woman, she likes to drive. My woman, she likes the sci-fi. My woman drove us around 695 and down 29 to see Star Wars 8 or 9 times. But my woman, she's got her range. She's got opinions on lanes and ran porgs. We blasted past soccer moms and swerving husbands, and we were screaming, that's not how the Force works! I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? And my friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Well, if I kiss the dice, rolled a natural 20. My woman, she's independent, kind of worried about singing my woman, but she finally hears it. She's either gonna love it or she's gonna hate it. If she hates it, no one else will ever hear this. Maybe if I gave her a solo. Not one with those pit spots that she hates, but one with her bow. Oh. So by way of preemptive apology for accepted song forms that possess a terminology, here we go with Kristen Jones on the electric cello. Brennan Coons saved the day over there. My woman, she just likes board games. No RPGs, no PC games, no TV sports, no psychodrama. Well, Scrabble, yes, paranoia, no. She don't even care about Pokemon Go. She just don't play those games. And I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? My friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Well, with life, I kiss the dice. And I rolled a natural 20. I rolled a natural 20. Yeah!
Robert.
A lot of strings recently.
Yes.
It's very, very sad.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what's nice is I've got the time. I'll go ahead and okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the weather, I think, this past weekend wreaked havoc on the strings.
The weather leaked on the strings.
Oh, icosahedron. Icosahedron is the fancy name for
D20 shape. Okay, yeah, there we go.
dodecahedron.
I see that word looks very familiar to me.
Dodecahedron would be 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
We just said the wrong things because Google is not in our heads because our brains have been burned out. It's okay.
Dad has been watching all of Mandolin. I bet he means Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. I mean, you can watch all of the mandolins too. That's totally fine. We support your watching of mandolins. I will say one of my memories of one of my favorite concert memories is we played the College Perk. Well, no, I wasn't even playing. I was living at the College Perk, and I had booked. It was ilyAIMY and Mike Could and a third band, and Rob, in the space of a song, essentially went through like 4 guitars because he'd break a string and somebody else would pass him a guitar from off stage because Mike Could was a guitar trio and the other band had a guitar as well, and so like I think he broke a string on his guitar, broke a string on Heather's guitar, then broke a string on Tim and Andy's guitar. Aaron didn't pass his guitar over, but then there was another guitar that came in, and by the time he came around to his guitar again, it had been restrung. It was nutty.
Carrie
Oh my
remembers
gosh.
those days.
Yes.
Yep.
Hi, Carrie.
He used to break strings a lot more
Yes.
even than he currently does.
Yes.
It's improved.
The current picks are better. We're gonna play a song about old days, I think, called "Old Flame," right?
Sure.
Sure.
fade into darkness through age and night, searching the skies for direction, and all the seas for light, stomping out the kindling, hat would catch them aflame.
Eyeballs, good eyeballs.
Yes.
As I've remarked before on these things, I'm always amazed by the sheer width of knowledge that can be imparted by the eyeballs.
There's a lot of vocabulary right
There was
in
a lot
here.
of, yeah, there was a lot of like, well, that wasn't quite right, and there was like, oh, that's pretty good, and then there was the, yeah, that was nice, and then there was the, that was absolutely, positively, incredibly the wrong harmonic. This is the way it goes. Ding, 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 ding. And then the very useful one. By the way, we're going to stop now.
Heads up.
I adore your voice.
thank you.
I spend a lot of time filled with hatred over pure voices. I don't like voices that are very like, and you have a very pure voice, but you have a vulnerability to you that I think makes it much more appealing. And it's not as I find pure voices to often feel very contrived. And you have a vulnerable honesty to your vocals, which is really, really nice. And I think I've forgotten about that. So
Aw,
again,
thank
thank
you.
you for.
That's what happens when we don't play in public for 4 years.
Right.
Except when you're out of town.
Once every 4 years, I was complimented.
So what is y'all's writing process like?
So we do a lot of like co-writing. There's some things that are full lyrics drops from Mel, and some things that are full lyrics drops from me. Almost all of our songs start from a riff that I started playing, and Mel said, "What's that?" And I said, "I don't know." And so then I had to remember it.
Yeah. And we're like, that's a thing.
That's now a thing, you know. There are 42 voice memos on my phone. I don't know how to play half of them. And then we'll go through, and some of our songs we'll look at the process, and we'll say, what are we actually trying to say here, or what energy are we trying to build? And we'll switch a word around and things like that. And Harvest Moon, we sort of co-wrote the most.
Yeah.
Because like we each did a verse. Like you were like, this is my idea, but I only have a verse and a chorus. I was like, well, here's my verse, and that like grew your third verse out of it, to sort of direct it, that sort of thing. And so yeah, it's a lot of going back and forth on collaboration things. And hey, this would sound cool. This is the story of the song. How do we hide that behind metaphor?
That's something Heather and I don't do. Heather writes her songs. I write my songs. We do not cross. Very rarely. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but I feel like there's been one or two things where I've asked for a word. But beyond that,
Yeah, it's just different things.
he. There's a guy I married.
Hey,
You did.
you married that dude.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Rich, but I messaged your wife, and I might be taking her out, but I'm not sure because she hasn't replied.
Married her
This
too.
sounds all very, very shady, but
But
it's completely fine.
this is entirely something to do online on the stream live. All right, what are you gonna play? What are you gonna play?
Wish I had a better idea.
Well, you're in D.
Such a fooled heart, beating so fast in search of new dreams. Love that will last within your heart. I've placed the moon within your heart. It's such a sad love, deep in your eyes, a kind of a pale jewel, open and closed within your eyes. I'll place the skies within your eyes. And as the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down, falling in love. As the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down, falling in love. I'll spend you mornings with gold and Valentine evenings, though we're strangers till now. I'm leading the path between the stars. I'll leave my love between the stars. And as the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, down. It makes no sense at all. Falling in love as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down, falling in love. Brennan, you are an old friend who is part of the last vestiges of my crossover life, in which I truly was just obsessed and publicly with Labyrinth and Muppets and glitter. And I thank you for wearing tight gold pants early on in our relationship. So that
I don't think you have pictures of that.
No, unfortunately I don't. Yeah. So that I understood that we could be friends on that wavelength.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh, that song. And I really enjoy y'all's version of it.
Yeah, I don't have any gold pants pictures.
No gold pants. Camouflage cargo pants. That's
just that's a mandolin for
Yeah, it's a mandolin for people watching the mandolin religiously. That is actually at a plage, I believe.
Yeah, I miss the plages.
With Dan Zimmerman playing an upright bass in the background.
That's Potluck Open Jam.
Rowan will come back to your request.
Ooh.
Yeah, the plage. Yeah, we got through maybe 20, 30 plages before all of us went our separate ways and none of us owned a house anymore.
We speed bumped
now that we own
houses.
houses.
We speed bumped a few.
We have no time.
The scheduling is a different thing. You played a cover, so we'll play a cover.
What?
We have to warn people that it is because this song and another song have both been accused of being original songs to us because we people hear it and they say, "Oh, that sounds like you," and we made it sound like us, but it's not our song.
You gotta own those covers. Great.
Your red string tied to my finger, a little love letter you carry with me. Your sunlight, smoke rings and cigarettes, outlines and kisses from silver screens. Oh, dear lover, saw you coming. Oh, my, look what you have done. You're my favorite song, always on the tip of my tongue. You own me with whispers like melodies. Your mouth is a melody I've memorized. So sweet, I hear it echo everywhere I go, day and night. Oh, dear, never saw you coming. Oh, my, look what you've done. You're my favorite song, always on. Oh, dear, never saw you coming. Oh, my, look what you have done. You're my favorite song, always on. Oh, dear, never saw you coming. Oh, my, look what you have done. You're my favorite song, always on the tip of my tongue.
Okay,
Yes,
so what
perfect.
was that song?
So that is "Tip of My Tongue" by the Civil Wars is who wrote that song, and they hit it on one of the EPs they released in between two albums or something like that, and so
No, now I remember the original, and yeah, you
Way to make it a
did
Tom
your
Waits
own
song.
thing.
yeah.
Very cool. So I shall remind you all that if you desire to contribute financially to the evening, you can do so at the thing Brennan is pointing to, paypal.me/ilyAIMY or Venmo at ilyAIMY, and we share that amongst all who are here in the house. Not our cat, but everybody else.
Well, the cat.
The
gets
cat-
a
the
free
cat
ride,
benefits.
I mean.
The cat benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I went upstairs when I was changing the string. I checked around for cats and wherever he is.
Yeah, he's napping. He's napping.
My feet smell like a dog, so that might be a problem.
All right, I think we're gonna play Rowan's Request.
Play the Moose song.
They can't see me making these semaphores over
Some
here.
of this shit's all
I'm
for me.
sorry you're distracted.
I'm not distracted. I'm having a good time. This one-sided blind side wasn't the right side for me. Just because I've done something for you doesn't mean you got anything for me. And falling through the cracks with no safety net at all makes the cheap seats even cheaper in a sure, sharper fall. Why did any of this mean? What's gonna save me? I think we've all learned something in this room.
Watching rules is guaranteed. You'll have nothing left but no fear of anything. Never cold and never hungry. Just stay huddled close to me. I'm the sum of every little thing you need. Boring huddled masses yearning to be me. You'll have nothing left to fear but fear itself in me. Oh, what did any of this mean? What's gonna save me now? I think we've overlooked something in this room. For me once and blame the students. For me twice and blame the teacher. For me thrice and blame the master. Baby, stop looking back. Baby, stop looking back. Baby, stop looking back. Baby, stop looking back. Causes cancer. I've read a cure is the same. It's been known to shift its stance and ask askance if you thought you know. Everything else here is changed. It's been known to toe the line and place its weight upon the scales. It's been known to slowly shift around. It's been known to tell a joke and call the shots and pull the strings, and everybody knows it when he gets around. What did any of this mean? What's gonna save me now? I think we've overlooked something in this room. I think we've missed something in this room. For me once and blame the student. For me twice and blame the teacher. For me thrice and blame the master. Baby, start looking back. Baby, start looking back. Baby, start looking back. Baby, start looking back.
Oh, yeah.
You know playing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good to play. I just
Playing music is awesome.
Elephant Joke is particularly a very satisfying song to
It
play.
seems very satisfying. I was like, I know this song, but I don't know this song.
You certainly knew the drum parts.
I knew some of the drum part, yes.
Hey, Josh Chase. Good to see you out there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss you. Oh man, we were up north a little while ago, but
Not
really
exactly
near you,
his
yeah.
part north. Yeah. But we'll get up there.
yeah. If nothing else, I have just put Particle Accelerator next year on the calendar. So between the powers combined, we will be a lot closer to you at that festival. I know that's still not your backyard, but I can pretend. I see Josh's name pop up frequently if I'm gaming, because he'll come up on something and he'll be like, I'm playing MechWarrior 17 or something like that. I don't know. It makes me feel like we really ought to never hang out and play BattleTech together, because I found out that the pen and paper board game of BattleTech is way more boring than it was when I was in high school. We'll figure something else out, though. Sorry.
What you got for us, Brennan?
I don't have the pen and paper game of BattleTech.
I have an entire version printed out from PDFs in a
Exciting.
big cardboard boxes. This BattleTech-ish, and it's
Here's the other background. I used to play in one of Rob's RPGs, and he used to play in one of mine.
ooh. There were pluses and minuses to that.
Yep.
Sigh. I remember the good bits though.
Yes. There were good bits splattered all over the highway.
Shit,
Ugh.
what was it? Oh. Kyla drove like that.
Yep.
Kyla,
Kayla, yeah.
This is the Moose song.
This is the Moose song.
We met on a flight somewhere over mountains. We got to chatting about her love and lives. She was on her way to moving with her daughter. Her final destination would be her last. Wading through romantic's mind, I find no reason, but there's hope even for the reckless. I said I don't believe in love, leave it to the experts. She said there's every kind, even for the reckless. There's a way you love a mother, another way you love your child. The way your dog becomes family, even your crazy ex-wife. Wading through romantic's mind, I find no reason, but there's hope even for the reckless. I've fallen behind on wishing well. Time to pick up the pieces, recreate again. Wading through romantic's mind, I find no reason, but there's hope even for the reckless. Yay!
That's a song called Even the Reckless. And it's the one that's happy?
Question mark?
That was one of those awkward mixes of like, I really want to jump in. This sounds like so much this. I want to play with this. I want to play with this. And then I got caught up in the lyrics for a second. I was like, wait, I want to listen to this. I want to listen to this. And then I wanted to play this. And I was like, man, that's a conundrum wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in what tuning are we in?
Dadgad.
Dadgad.
How do you like your Incredibo, Mel?
I love it.
Nice.
I like how light it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mel and I are both using the same kind of weird bow. It's not weird. I mean, it's... If you're a
We sell it
classical
at the
player,
store that
it's-
says they heart weird instruments, so
Yeah.
it's that weird.
They are all synthetic. The hair is synthetic. And here, I'll do a close-up. Because, I don't know, we like talking about gear, too.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
We're all gear nerds. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got like 7 pedals down here I haven't even used. Yes, the
Ooh, yours is
Incredibo in
shiny.
black sparkle.
Yeah.
For a Star Wars show, Mel attached a set of LEDs to hers to make a lightsaber bow.
Nice. Chris Colvin showed up with his lightsaber and fought with his didgeridoo.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
while ago.
Yeah, nice.
That's awesome.
So ilyAIMY has a big show coming up on Saturday. We're playing at Sky Stage, which is one of the most stunningly beautiful venues in the area in Frederick, Maryland, Saturday night, and we're celebrating 20-year tourversary the day September 2nd, 2003, when Heather and I thought it was a great idea. Let's move into my Saturn and go travel and play music for a living and see how that worked out. And it worked out pretty good. We had a great time, and every year we would come back around and be like, well, you want to go around again? Let's go around again. And so eventually for 5 years, we had no permanent residence, and we just traveled and played music. It was awesome. And then when we came back, I was like, oh, crap, what am I going to do? And Brennan said, live in my basement. And I was like,
Yep.
all right. It's neither here nor there. That's not part of the greater story. The major
Well,
part
it
of the story.
is, because then you started working at HMT, and then you met me.
I'm a lady friend.
Well, that's part of the history. It's
Yes.
part of necessarily the story
That
of
part of the
Alafossil.
story, yeah.
Well, oh, yeah.
So September 2nd, 2003, the other thing is that Alafossil, Unlock on Fumes on Spit on Love, was released that day because the album that was supposed to be released, Myxomatosis, totally failed to come off the presses at Oasis. They had something go amiss, awry, or possibly, I don't know. It was a very embarrassed phone call when they called me and said, oh, sorry, it's coming in a couple of weeks, couple months. I don't even know. And so we raced into our friend Jeremy Hesford's studio and knocked out as many songs as we thought we could sensibly do, and made another album on the fly, Unlock on Fumes on Spit on Love, because it was what we were going to be living off of. And we printed them off, burned them in the car, printed them off in the car, off the cigarette lighter and an inkjet printer, and sold a bunch of discs that first night in Philadelphia, September 2nd, 2003. And the rest, as they say, would be history if we'd ever gotten famous. But it's definitely on Wikipedia. So I'm not going to talk about
references needed.
I'm not going to talk about
no,
this. I'm
don't
not going to talk about it.
No,
You could
it's
just,
out of frame.
You could frame it up just a sec.
It's my favorite.
Okay.
If you come to the show, there will be a special merch limited
Opportunity.
thing.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
fit in a bread box.
Yeah.
I mean, it
not-
might fit in a quesadilla box, pizza box. It would fit in a pizza
It would
box.
fit in a pizza box.
There's a big clue for you. For those playing at home, it fits in a pizza box, and you want it.
If there are any left after the show, I'll let you know. But
It's 4 a.m. and the scent of your candle still lingers on my fingers with the scent of your hair and cigarette ash in the air. My fingertips are stinging from all their overuse and my voice from the singing. I caught something from you, I'm sure I'm coughing up blood, heart's blood, a wound sewn deep. Most wouldn't even know it was there, no. Catch a glimpse of the moon, the sky's like ice. And though my eyes sting, I wouldn't trade this sensation for anything. I December might see us leaping, but the moon in December might just see us fall. It will see us fall. It's 5 a.m. and I'm copper, good, fresh, and full like never before. The moon casts a glare on the wolves outside your door. This love is in the substance and everything that we sing. We create this passion from which they all shrink from. Whether you carry me or I carry you on, we'll get the fame and the glory standing in the tunnel the trains cut through us. Lying in the district, the Bible skirt, the legs go squinting. We'll catch every spy, but that's probably enough to help you through all this. I'll help you through this. Oh. I know it's the end of the summer season, where the weak things die, the strong things thrive. And the moon in July might see us weeping, but the moon in July might just see us through. It will see us through. 6 a.m. and the ticking of the clock cuts through me. I turn to my left, but you're dead to the world. And maybe 7 will find me dreaming with it again. I already am the dreams in my head. I fall from my mouth to the bed. Maybe I'll cut you up, or maybe I'll drag you down. I know you're having a lot of these things in your soul. Maybe the moon will burn the spheres for 3 whole days. Last a moment for us to sing to. The start of the winter season. The weak things die, the strong things thrive. And the moon in December might see us leaving, but the moon in December might just see us fall. And I know it's the end of the summer season. The weak things die, but we survive. And the moon in July might see us leaving, but the moon in July might just see us through. July might just see us through. But the moon in July might just see us through.
Yay.
My
Haven't played that one for a hot second, have you?
mouth diction.
You used to write hard things for yourself to do.
Now it's hard for my hands, but my mouth does not keep up as well.
But that's what we're gonna do on Saturday with the whole band, with Joey on drums and Rowan, Heather.
Teaching Joey the stops and everything like that is very odd. And then going back and realizing, like, no, we've internalized this
Yes.
shit. Holy crap.
It's part of the language. You stop there.
Yeah, ilyAIMY's the band that stops. If you want to help us in stopping, remember that paypal.me/ilyAIMY or Venmo at ilyAIMY will help us. Wait, no, that'll help us go, actually. That's really important. Go. It'll give them a little gas money for coming all this way. I mean, it's what? Okay, no, for you coming all this way.
For her coming all this way, yes. I live 2 miles away.
I live in a cornfield. Oh no.
Is that me or you?
I am not sure.
He's done whatever he's doing.
Let's make sure the cellos are. This little thing is on the monitor. It wouldn't
Crackly. Joseph. This is still here. Say a thing?
Hello?
Okay, that's still there.
Yep.
I blame cables.
For all that we do a lot of, and this is what, week 170 something.
Don't lose count,
Okay,
yeah.
what's that
Oh,
about?
what the heck?
Is it?
It might be me. I think it was me.
Okay.
I think it was me.
We're actually relatively stable on phantom noises.
Okay, well, that phantom noise, I'm giving myself a 10-yard penalty for it because I think that was me.
Sports metaphors don't fly here. Could you please use something from a sci-fi franchise?
I'm in Carbonite for...
That'll work.
There you go. This song's called Sleep, and some of its influences are worn on its sleeve.
She creeps in with the early morning, flutters inside her lungs. Sometimes she choreographs lightning mysteries, the sparks of light that dance behind her eyelids, all to the rise and fall of the orchestra. War strings steal me away. Beautiful horizon, 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 fall. She creeps in with the early morning, seeps into stability, held in paralysis. All her familiar faces. Sometimes she admits all that's left undone, projecting horrors with eyes wide open. All the streets steal me away. Beautiful horizon, 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 fall. Falling backwards into half-eaten revelations. The floorboards creak in anticipation. Succumb to her soft whisper, taunting eyelids shut. The orchestra steals me away.
Yes. So yes, that song is called Sleep, which my children should be by now. They both have school tomorrow,
they're
so
not
if they're
visibly in the
watching, they should
comments.
already be in bed.
It's a song about sleep, about insomnia.
I know it's a song about sleep and insomnia, but like, and that's something Cora struggles with, but Mitchell does not. Let me tell you something. I have 2 kids. Everything is 50%. You have one kid who's like, I can't get to sleep, and the other kid who's like, one kid who's like, I can't focus. The other kid's laser focused. Anything I present to both of them will have 50% success rate. Either they're halfway happy with it, both of them, or one's happy and one's not. It's just a rule, the 50% rule. Anyway.
I feel better about my relationship with my brother now.
Yeah.
That sort of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay, that's just sibling.
Yeah, it's siblingness and like something about like I'm one of 4 children, and we didn't have this going on. There was a whole different set of patterns going on, so this was not expected for me. And so like raising these 2 kids, I'm like, this is just there's just 50%. At any given point in time, 50%. This is what you're gonna get.
The dark must balance the light. Or something.
Really?
We have to practice this one too.
Because that's not the right chord.
And if you are not why then I must be a turpentine. 3 o'clock, not quite as dark as it can get. The first frost was swept back to the sea, and the rain keeps me awake with the hope of fingers on my window pane. These are dangerous games for dangerous minds. You know it's all in the eye, and it's not my fault that you caught mine. I am an ocean of emotion. Well, I'm turbulent and fraudulent. And if you are more wine, if you are more wine, then I choose to drown. I'm a black girl trying from the sea up to the spire. You know I can visit your window, but I can't seem to carry you down. No, no, no. 3 o'clock, just about as dark as it can get. But when you light that match, I'm gonna light up the world. You know I'm ready, I know I'm spread so thin. With all of these people, they've been drinking me, taking my soul right through my eyes. And I don't know, no, I don't know why. But if you are fine, if you are fine, then I am fine. If you are fine, then I am fine. Thank you.
Yes.
Old.
Is that on that?
Yeah.
Nope. Is it?
Yeah.
Not on that. That disc had to be cut down to 2 20-minute sides.
Oh. So it's not on this, but it was on that?
It was on that.
Okay.
It's on the digital version, of which everyone will get a digital copy.
This?
of Unluck on Fumes on Spit on Love if you come out to the show on Saturday. If you want it. If you
Saturday
don't want it,
in
leave it-
Frederick.
Leave it be. That's fine too.
Yeah. Sky stage. The weather's gonna be good. It's outside. There is seating. It's gonna be a good time.
What time is it? 8:30. Cool.
Yeah.
We got some time. I got some time.
It's probably like.
Okay, cool.
So
That works.
this is 3
Yeah.
songs left, then 2 songs, then the last song.
This is a brand new song. It's called Harvest Moon.
It's been much darker these days. I wish you could see the light. I've seen the moon rise and set 1,000 times. What's a harvest moon anyway? But a pocket of time. But a pocket of time. Before the lightning rain, a comer's come at night to harvest before the dawn. From the field dry and stitched to the sunrise. It's few of you I've tried to hold in pinhole boxes and chemicals. Seeing your eyes close and open 1,000 times. Why can't I keep you in a pocket of time? In a pocket of time. In the lightning and the
nice tune.
Nice.
Thank you.
I vastly prefer that to the more famous Harvest Moon song.
What?
Neil Young.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, Harvest. Yeah. Is it Harvest Moon?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't listen to that guy. Except when I do.
I really appreciate because I live in this folk scene, right?
Yes.
And there is definitely a sound to that I am inundated with at all times, with a lot of these other players and whatnot. And listening to you play guitar reminds me that there was a motif, there was a world, and there was there was voicings that are integrally part of my own existence. And it's like, oh right, that's a shared cauldron,
Right.
And I don't really know much more about like where that all comes from or why, but I love the fact that I'm like that I can see the things that I do reflected.
We come from a similar
similar
background.
things,
That like the progressive, the metal, the grunge, the things that worked with. I was at work the other day, and somebody asked me, "How do you use the Locrian mode?" Now,
The what?
the Locrian mode. Kristen knows what I'm talking about.
Sort of.
So
I start to glaze over when modes are.
yes. Lots of jazz nerds like to talk about modes, and modes are basically scales that start in different spots. And I had to remind myself what the Locrian mode was, and then I was like, oh, right, so this song and this song that I wrote are actually in the Locrian mode, because it sounds spooky and weird, but that's...
Well, I probably like that mode then.
You write some in it. You don't know you do, but you do.
I know. I spend a lot of time not knowing what I'm doing. I spend so much time not knowing what I'm doing.
But it sounds good.
Sounds good, thank you.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in on that. Then I was like, oh, I could totally. No, but I should really tune for the next song.
Tuning is also good. What you got?
Well, I figured if you played one of your most recent ones, I would play one of my most recent ones. Although this has been sitting around for a while now, I sort of consciously took a pause on writing, maybe about 6 or 7 months ago, I guess, because I needed to learn the damn songs that I'd written. And this was sort of the first of the new swath. John Cook is like, the subtitles say that what you're saying is low green mode. That sums up his understanding of music theory.
Yeah.
That would also make sense.
Yeah, low green.
Scrolling is the best no word for the feeling, meaning word into swords beyond F words and meaning. It's demeaning. All this talk of babies and God who faked it in the manger, who saved who was robbed, of feeding the temples and starving our minds, keeping us angry and separate and whining, ignoring the truth. It's the American way. I'm trying to live to the end of the day. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Convenience store shopping on my wallet-could stomach, and for years all my peers moved on with their lives. Get a house, get a spouse, no particular order. Scream, get divorced, get old and get bitter. When I always thought that a chorus was cheating. Say it again and again and again. Well, that's what I said. It could be repeating. Just shut up and move on, move out, quit breeding. I don't hate you, I just hurt. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Terrible sense of the safety within. Pull the handle, eject, because none of us win. And on days like this, I won't even mind. I don't hate you, we're just two of a kind. infinite sky, a dangerous flight from a dangerous guy. You've made your point, and your anger keeps winning, but violent ends come from violent living. I don't think this one is wrapping up happy. I'm writing it quick and I'm keeping it true. I try to write my songs with positive endings, but I'm singing this one more for me than for you. I don't hate you, I just hurt. 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 Terrible sense of the safety without. Pull the strap tighter so no one gets out. And on days like this, I know it can't work. I don't hate you, but everything hurts.
Did you just tremolo with your hair?
I don't know what happened. Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Is it?
It's not happening now. It was just a moment of glory, and I'm glad I witnessed it, and I was here for it. And
Because I heard it, I was like, I'm shaking my ears.
No, I heard it. My ears weren't shaking.
That's so odd. Wow. Well, that's an odd side effect of the Lair.
Haunted
Hair
in the
trim.
good ways.
Hair trim. All right.
So
2 songs left.
2 songs. We're gonna play 3 more songs collectively.
Yes.
And so we're gonna. We went from a very new song to a very old song. You were asking about writing techniques before. This is one that I came with to Pedal Blight, and I was like, "These are the chords. These are the words. I think this is how it goes." And Mel was like, "No, this is how it goes." And then I was like, "Oh, that's how it goes." And so she completed the song through her skills. It's called Blue Heat.
There's nothing in that jukebox I'd rather hear than your voice forming just the right words to me. The climate is perfect out tonight. The timing is as bad as I've ever been. I'm writing you love notes I can't hit. And the worst of me feels the best when I hear you.
knew.
Yeah.
Very cool. I miss the just getting together with people and playing music
Yeah.
in your
Yep,
basement.
yep.
Like
Yes.
that's really good. And the Lair has sort of like allowed for that. Of course, it puts us in front of an audience, so we can't
Hi.
suck too much. But
Thanks for being forgiving.
it sure is an awful lot of fun, and it's every bit my garage if I had a garage.
I mean,
Wait, what?
basement bands and garage bands are basically the same thing.
Yeah. I know-
It's just
well,
a question of
yes.
how much you lift an amplifier up and down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why these little thumps do the job. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they're light, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crap, what is our last song going to be?
You played the ones we needed to practice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You have
No, that's good. That's good. You can play that. Play that.
Is that, you sure?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I like that song. It's got a sexy groove.
The Vom?
Oh yes. So your previous song
Uh-huh.
was a Vom,
A Vom
song.
Yep.
And I have 12 Vom songs.
Nice.
I think only one of which is suitable for this orientation. But like in any case, it's really cool to on Monday nights tune into Rob's open mics, and there's a neat,
Rowan's open mic now.
it's Rowan's but the page is called Rob's open mic, and Facebook gets mad if you change names. But it's a great little community there. I wish I had more Monday nights to go spend there. But it's this basement feel, but everybody's in different basements.
Different basements. Yeah. I'm very curious. Zoom dropped a play with your friends mode that's supposed to really cut down on latency. I can't imagine it actually does the job. Have you fooled with it?
I haven't fooled with it, but I can only imagine it sucks. 'Cause
Probably.
there's physics involved.
I know, but you can get close, especially if you get an instrument without an attack. Like, just play the
Yes.
string stuff.
I mean, we were already doing that.
Yeah, we were doing that. All right, kids. Actually, Rowan requested something. I'll play this instead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll play actually my most recent song. The view it is just fine from here. You can't see the mountain from the top anyway. It doesn't have to go and be this way, but I'm halfway there on any day. Anyway. Leaning on the wall, 'cause being cool, it wasn't cool, but it was cool if you just said it loud enough. Painted breaking glass, an emergency, a stolen faith, about switchblade courage in a shotgun town, but I felt good to feel down on the rack and on the cheap. To break them in might take a week, but I read the best ones always make you bleed. That thing's just a cool scar for your feet. View it is just fine from here. It doesn't have to go and be this way, but I'm halfway in there on any day. Anyway. I never finish, I just fade out. It never ends, it just falls off. It's the blessing of the digital extenuation. It isn't real, on, off, off. I've always been long-winded. Never use a sentence when 13 of them will do. And when I don't get to my point, you won't get to my point. And I get smug when you get offended. Yeah, I get smug when you get offended. View it is just fine from here, and the weather's closing in anyway. It doesn't have to go and be this way, but I'm halfway there on any day. Good enough, it's good enough, it's good enough, it's good enough anyway. Good enough, it's good enough, it's good enough, it's good enough anyway. I guess you just weren't smart enough to get it. All this genius went around inside my head. Sit down, shut up, and let me show you how to end it. Watch me fail and kick and scream. There's nothing less I could have said.
breathe it out, I just got winded. Stretch, rest, inhale. Stretch, flex, exhale. In and out, just get out. I've always been apologetic, taking pride in higher ground. But looking down and looking around to lift another up. It all starts with looking down. It all starts with looking down. View it is just fine from here. Spit down on the clouds anyway. It doesn't have to go and end this way, but I'm halfway there on any day. Good enough, it's good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough anyway. Good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough anyway. I guess I know it's smart enough to get it. All this genius run around inside my head. Sit down, shut up, and let me show you how to end it. Watch me paint and we can scream. There's nothing else I could have said. Nothing else I could have said. There's nothing else I could have said.
Just like that.
What? Let's play. Man, oh, the second. Okay.
So was there something wrong?
Yeah,
I didn't notice.
that's the second verse. I've been blanking at the first line of the second chorus.
This is the problem with writing choruses that are different.
Yeah, I get these yips every once in a while. There'll be one song when I blank, and it's just gone, and it'll be the same song over and over and over again. Doesn't matter how many times I sing it in the shower, it is gone for performance. And right now, the second chorus of that song is that one that's being the problem.
We are familiar with this issue.
Luckily, I have a
That's where
website.
there's a music stand right here.
ilyAIMY.com, ilyAIMY.com. I just have to search good enough on there, and it'll bring up the lyrics for me. What key is this last tune in?
Oh gosh.
I'm so glad someone else does that. Doesn't the cellist know? Oh, I always turn to my right, and Kristen is like, B7,
So
B7 cat
it's,
minor.
It's sort of in D.
Yeah, I think
It's
I
sort
think it was D-ish.
So you can think of it as D. This is an example actually of being nerdy because this song has nothing to do with the note D, but it's kind of in D. It's just in a mode, and so it's really in C sharp. Actually, this might be what I was talking about. This might be a Locrian mode.
Hi, Heather. I'm glad you're tuned in right now, and you're witnessing the weirdness that it. Yeah.
So, yes, it's a circle.
You're dangerously close to being guilty of introducing Heather and I. Not really, but like.
So
you were
here's
part
the
of that
thing: I
world.
didn't, and it's my mistake that I didn't, because I met both of you, and I knew Heather for a solid year. You possibly longer. It was about the same amount of time, and you were both musicians who were looking for more musicians to play with, and I remember the absolute overconfidence of youth, where I went to the pirate radio station, and I skipped a week, and when I came back the next week, my friend was like, "You gotta check this guy out, he plays like crazy." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And me and my friend thought we were too cool for school. We're like, "Whatever, he's not that good." And then we went and we saw you play. I think you might have come to the radio station, and
Radio station. I don't remember who brought me though.
I remember. But so then I saw
Was
you.
it the Satan bus?
Yes.
Okay.
And so then, I saw you play, and I was like, "Hey, this is really good. Do you have a band?" And you're like, "Yeah, I have a band. Kind of looking for a drummer right now. Do you know any?" And this is the overconfidence of youth. I am not a drummer. I play some percussion now, 25 some years later. But at the time, I said, "Yeah, I'm a drummer." And Rob was like,
What?
"Do you have a drum set?" I was like, "Not right now, man."
Because like that part of our lives where it's like it didn't matter if they could play. Do you have your own instrument?
Right.
That was
And
just gross.
that saved me from absolute, like, ludicrous embarrassment. Because had I stepped into a room with drums, and had you been like, "Oh, that's cool, you're a drummer. Come on over. I've got a set for you to play." I'd be like, "Oh shit, I gotta learn drums in the next 5 days to keep up with this guy." But that's not what happened. Anyhow.
Oh my gosh.
This song has the Valerai problem, where we always have the most hilarity directly before this slow, thoughtful song.
Can we get just a glass of water and cereal?
The road was steep and long ago. The native finally drifted back off to sea. Their wake leaving salt to rush in. Washing away the past, bringing new sentiments. This softness grows. I realize all these things don't matter. Forgive you all our embarrassments. I want to hold you again, my friend. Hold you and never let go. While you undo, I want to be your lantern, the north that pours the towns in constellations. Suddenly, here you are, a new familiar face, a spark, your very own current. I want to be swept up in your course and never grow cold. I realize all these things don't matter.
beatboxing part till late. But
That's okay.
it's cool.
We only came up with that right before the set, like 2 hours ago. Yes.
Oh, thank you. We're getting some Rasputina vibes thing. Digging the cellos.
Yes. It's the Rasputina is an influence, I think. Yeah.
Do the two of you know any classical cello pieces?
I'm gonna say no.
No? Okay. No. I was wondering if you both had any of the same cello background at all, and we could finally have a chatty duet.
So the microcosm is that Mel didn't start playing cello until after Pedal Light ended.
Yeah.
It was a natural extension of her theremin.
No, Paige played theremin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mel only sang and played a little bit of flute in Pedal Light.
Yeah.
remember anything.
I had my tonsils out, and I was really sad that I couldn't sing when I was recovering, and I was like, I'm going to learn to play cello.
Nice.
Yeah. There's enough classical cellists in the world. We don't need.
Yeah, definitely indie folk cellist.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us on yet another Live from the Lair Wednesday. It's so good to have our friends,
Yes.
Brennan and Mel.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
You're very, very welcome. I think next week we got Jeff Miller.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. I might
We'll
be
have to
making
look
that
at
up.
You may be right.
Because I think
You may
it's
be
Heather's
right.
joining us, but I think
Yeah.
we've also got Jeff Miller in the house.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Exciting. We've got so much going on this weekend. We're like focusing
Yes.
on that, but
Start with this
There
weekend.
will
Ask
be
them this
next-
weekend who's coming back
Well,
Wednesday.
Christian Alfonso poked in, and I feel like I put
Yeah.
Quiet the Mountain's coming up
Quiet
at
the
some-
Mountain on my
later
calendar.
On September.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Wednesdays and stuff. We will see you weekly, unless we have something else going on. But we'll
Okay,
try.
no. We don't have Jeff Miller with us. I think it's
Okay.
the next first.
Okay.
Okay. Saturday,
Great climate.
Sky Stage, Frederick.
Saturday, yeah, Sky Stage. And of course tonight, if you want to support, paypal.me/ilyAIMY or Venmo at ilyAIMY, and like and follow and finger us. And what's the what's your social medias? It's all
Wanderlightband.com, and we're on Wanderlight on Facebook, and we're Wanderlight on the TikTok.
Instagrams.
And the Instagrams. Yes, we're Wanderlight on the Instagrams too. That's right.
I thought you were about to say Tinder, and I was like, that's
No.
not it. That's not it.
No, that's not even what I was about to say, but it's almost as bad. So I was listening to a podcast. The podcast is Song Exploder, and the Song Exploder was about New Order. And New Order was a band with a drummer and a guitarist, and they had a singer, and they were called Joy Division, and then that singer died. And then they went on after he died and became New Order. And New Order had this thing where they were like, we like clubs. We like playing songs on our guitars, but we like going to the club afterwards. So they wrote Blue Monday as walk-off music. They never intended for Blue Monday to be a song, much less like a big iceberg of a dance hit. But they were like, we just like dance music. We're gonna hit play on this and get off the stage. And I was like, that sounds familiar. Sounds like what I've always wanted to do. So.
We will see you next week in some format. I think trio. Good night, everybody.
Wanderlight!